PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. With the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence. Because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
They give him 12 there on the keeper, and it's second down. They'll start out here with the option left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Jackson on the keeper. Fumbled on the play.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
10 yards to go.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. Someone jumped.
Makes the score Bengals 61.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll set up to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the
Jackson.
6-yard line.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Aguilar has it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Geno Atkins in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Jackson's pass.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The score, Bengals 61.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Humphrey on the coverage.
Burrow will throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now second down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey's 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Ravens 1st down.
And Jackson throwing once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
At the throwing again, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackled at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens, they claw one back. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blow.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tonight's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything